Dussehra, the king of Ayodhya, represents the physical body. His name means one who controls 10 chariots, symbolizing the body that controls the 10 senses, 5 sensory organs and 5 organs of action. Just as Dussehra governs Ayodhya, the body governs the senses, maintaining order and stability. However, as in the Ramayana, when the body becomes overwhelmed by desires, symbolized by Dussehra's attachment to his son, it can lose control of its senses, leading to chaos. Next, we explore the sacred land of Ayodhya, the birthplace of Rama. Ayodhya, the kingdom of Dussehra, literally means the place where no conflict exists. It represents the state of mind that is in harmony and peace, free from internal struggles and desires. It is the natural state of balance, where the mind resides in its true nature, undisturbed by the distractions of the external world. Rama, being Atman, pure consciousness, can only be born where there is no conflict. Now, we come to Rama, the hero of our story. Rama symbolizes the soul, the divine and pure consciousness within each of us. He represents righteousness, dharma, and the ideal of living in harmony with one's true nature. As the leader of this journey, Rama shows how the soul must remain centered and connected to its higher purpose, even as it faces challenges and temptations along the way. Sitha, the embodiment of the mind. Sitha represents the mind. Initially residing in Ayodhya, a state of no conflict, the mind is pure and connected to the soul, Rama. However, just as Sitha is lured by the golden deer, Marichi, the mind often gets distracted by material desires and illusions. This leads Sitha away from Rama, symbolizing how the mind can become disconnected from the soul when it gets caught up in worldly attachments. At Rama's side, we find Lakshmana. Lakshmana represents selfless service and discipline. He symbolizes the intellect that always stays by the side of the soul, Rama, protecting and guiding it. Lakshmana's unwavering dedication to Rama shows how the intellect, when aligned with the soul, can provide the strength and clarity needed to face life's challenges. Now, Marichi, the golden deer, deceptive nature of desires. Marichi, who transforms into the golden deer to lure Sita, represents the illusion of material desires. The golden deer is an example of Maya, temptations and distractions that seem attractive but are ultimately false and fleeting fast like a deer. The mind, represented by Sita, often chases these illusions, leading it away from its true purpose. Now comes Ravana, the ultimate symbol of ego. Ravana symbolizes the ego, which thrives on desires, attachments, and pride. His 10 heads represent the uncontrolled senses and desires that dominate the mind. When the mind, Sita, is trapped by ego, Ravana, in Lanka, it is disconnected from the soul, Rama, and loses its peace and balance. Ravana's reign over Lanka signifies the control that the ego has over the mind when it is steeped in worldly pleasures and material attachments. Let's talk about two brothers, Bali and Sugri. Bali and Sugri represent the conflicting emotions within us. Bali symbolizes pride and arrogance, while Sugri represents humility and surrender. When Rama helps Sugri defeat Bali, it signifies how the soul can help the individual overcome pride and align with humility, allowing for spiritual growth. Here's Hanuman, the embodiment of pure devotion. Hanuman is the embodiment of pure devotion and inner strength. He represents the mind's ability to focus on the divine, despite obstacles and distractions. Through devotion, discipline, and unwavering faith, Hanuman crosses the ocean, symbolizing the distance between the mind and the soul, to help reunite Sita, the mind, with Rama, the soul. Hanuman shows how devotion to a higher purpose can lead the mind back to its true self. Let's explore the home of Ravana, the Lanka. Lanka represents the world of material desires, lust, and attachments. It is the place where the mind, Sita, gets trapped when it is disconnected from the soul, Rama. Lanka, ruled by Ravana, signifies how the ego can enslave the mind with desires, keeping it away from spiritual truth. The Ashoka tree, calm in the middle of chaos. The word Ashoka in Sanskrit means without sorrow or one who does not grieve. A equals without, shok equals sorrow or grief. The very name of the tree signifies the state of being free from grief or suffering, which is a significant element in Sita's journey. The Ashoka tree under which Sita sits in Lanka symbolizes hope, even amidst suffering. It represents the soul's call to the mind to return to its true nature. The Ashoka tree stands as a reminder that peace and liberation are possible, even when the mind is trapped in the world of desires. Finally, Sita's return to earth. When Sita returns to the earth at the end of the Ramayana, it represents the mind's return to its source, pure consciousness. The mind, after experiencing the ups and downs of life and learning the lessons of detachment, finally returns to its original, pure state. Sita's return signifies liberation from the cycle of birth and death and the attainment of ultimate peace. Let's quickly summarize today's journey. This journey of the mind, represented by Sita, begins in Ayodhya, the state of no conflict, with Rama, the soul, and moves through the challenges of material desires and ego, Lanka, Ravana. Through devotion, discipline, and self-inquiry, Hanuman's role, the mind can return to its true state of peace and harmony with the soul. The Ramayana thus reflects the soul's journey to bring the mind back from the distractions of the material world, from the illusions of Maya, back to the state of inner tranquility, Ayodhya.